We're in a city built on 7 hills, and the fans hoping to see 7 points on the board early.
We're at Cincinnati's Paycor Stadium. Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And we're off and running at Paycor Stadium. Kickoff taken at the 3. He stopped on the return at the 27. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Right to the air, Burrow. Big yards on the right side. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. 1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Right side cut by Higgins. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. 2nd and 3 now.
Here we go. 11, mighty. 11, dot.
Burrow from the gun. He's on the move. Catch made by Chase Brown. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Here we go, here we go. Dot.
To throw again, it's Burrow. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Here we go, here we go. Dot.
Another try following the sack. Throw left side, and Gesicki has it. And he's taken down at the 30.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Dot.
Trying for it with Burrow. That's cut beyond the marker. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
Let's get set. Dot.
From the red zone now. Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
The pressure's there, and it closes in on him. He's dropped for the sack, and that is what should bring us to the end of this opening quarter. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. We're all set to bring you the 2nd quarter. The Bengals well within striking distance.
11, Thomas. 11, 11. 11, MT, 11, MT. Dot.
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Bengals get the game's first points here in the 2nd. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, Ooh, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Deontay Hardy to return. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, kid, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another kid at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. That's a 9-yard pickup, and it gives him a 3rd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Complete beyond the marker. Gets it to the 15. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish off their opening drive. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens start off well to tie things 7-7. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 11, 11. Dot.
Burrow out of the shotgun. They left him wide open. It's complete. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position.
Here we go, here we
hitting
go.
on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
He fires one deep down the left side, and the defender comes away with it. Brandon Stevens has it.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
They only get a yard that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Shut up.
Lamar now from the gun. Got his target. It's Hill. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play. Jackson now on 3rd. Setting up the screen. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Running for it. Here's Henry. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. And they get to him just in time. That's a tackle for the stand and a turnover on downs.
And what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a 4th down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground to power it across. But there was no overcoming a front, just as equally motivated to get off the field. Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Here we go. Stop.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Completes this one to Chase. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. That's Odafe Owe with a stop. Drive in dire straits, it's 3rd and 9.
Stop.
Here's Burrow. Brought in by Chase near the sideline. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Get set. Stop.
Working inside the red zone. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The Bengals get some late points and the lead. McPherson add the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Bengals break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Hardy on the return. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's out of bounds past midfield. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
13. Get on.
1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll be touchdown after a big play. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone.
Get on.
They give to Henry on the inside handoff. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Hey, Alpha, shot. Nice shot.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. It's 2nd and goal. Henry has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. One last play before the break. Man in motion out of the slot. A final throw before the break. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens cut it to just a point before halftime. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here, running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Caden. Some players, that's the world they thrive in, finding windows where windows shouldn't exist and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast. Trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
And his kick is good, and what a first half that was as we officially go into the locker rooms now, all tied up. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down, and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Hardy on the return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got first down from the 31. From the gun, Jackson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So that brings up second down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. He'll get this to Henry. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Ravens first down. Now Jackson. Hits his running back. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. The play brought to an end by Logan Wilson.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Lamar throwing again. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Has him on the quick hitter. Avoids the defender. We've got a foot race. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. And he rocks the tackler. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Hey, middle.
Lamar back to throw. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Report.
Henry takes it in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take the lead right away in half number 2. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And look at this return.
On one, ready?
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for first and 10. Burrow from the gun. Brought in right side. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. From the 41. Flushed out now to his left. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first. Burrow to the air now. This one taken in by Chase. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40.
We're good.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
11 MT, tape. 11,
On first down, here's Burrow. Finds his man, Chase. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. That's Odafe Owe with a stop. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Bengals football, and they know what they need to do. Trailing here in the 4th. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Here we go.
Burrow setting up the play action. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Trying to get it to T. Higgins.
On one,
So
ready?
now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Here we go, here we go. God!
Looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't find Jamar Chase on that throw. So that brings up 4th and long. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear.
12.
And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
11, 11, 11. Mighty. 11, mighty. God!
Desperation time here on 4th. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught.
Gotta go.
And
Gotta
he's
go.
brought down at about that 27-yard line.
God!
Play action now. Burrow. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
On one, ready?
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go. 11, Thomas. God!
To throw again, it's Burrow. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception.
At their own 1-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
What in? Let's up.
Backed up in the end zone. Jackson. Bateman hauls it in. The 40. Hits the 20. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Tucker on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens double their lead to 14. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got 1st down from the 31.
11, 11. God!
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Completes this one to Chase.
Here we go, here we go. In the huddle.
Working quickly here.
11, 11, 11. 11 MT, 11 MT.
1st down, Burrow to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Couldn't find Jamar Chase on that throw.
11,
And it's going to be
11,
2nd down.
God!
Burrow out of the shotgun. He puts some juice on a deep throw. They connect on the deep shot. He's got the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals getting ready for a big 2-point try late.
Whoa! God!
He's throwing for it. And it's hauled in inside the end zone for 2. That trims the lead just a little bit. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the return at the 27.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, Ozzie!
The drive begins with Henry. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
From the 31. Henry on the catch. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Ravens up by 6. Back to throw it. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted. Jermaine Pratt picks it. And the Bengals have some new life in the fourth.
A lot of defenders got some offense in their background, and it's been my life experience that they'll tell you about it. And right there, he put it on display. He brought in the pick and instantly became a runner, searching for the open field to add a little something to the return.
Into the hands of Gesicki, complete. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
11 Thomas.
Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle the line. Here he is to throw. Has a man. It's Brown. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
11 MT.
Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle the line. Here he is to throw. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he's not called at the spot. We'll keep paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
11 Mighty. 11 Mighty. 11 Thomas.
Back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
11.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Looking to throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
And he's brought down for a loss. The final timeout taken by the Bengals. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw it. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens make the play that should win them this game.
Red zone defense. It is a part of the practice week.
Well, it is a mild night here in the southeastern part of the country, and it's time for football at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away, and off we go on EA Sports. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
60 Bison. Check out.
Here's Penix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly, and you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
60 Maverick.
And looking to throw, Penix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 44-yard line. To the air, Penix. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They'll go play action here with Penix. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
Here we go, shot.
And no sidestepping that hit. He's going to be brought down hard, and it also sets up fourth down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
18 Cardinal. Go.
They are going for it. Penix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 34. Flowers going to go in motion right. Now they'll fake the jet sweep and run up the middle with Henry. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He'll buy some time right. They set up the screen for Henry. And he will have a Ravens first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
We're scoreless after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jackson now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage were so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
Dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Throwing is Jackson. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Ravens post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Let's go.
And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride the offense this go around. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Set. Bronco switch. Bronco switch. Hut, hut.
They'll throw with Penix. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw, Penix. And complete to Drake London. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39. Now Penix. That's going to be caught by Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 39 yards. And the Falcons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Jackson, options out left. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
They'll run. It's Henry. And, boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
A play fake. Now Penix. This ball down the field for Pitts. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. That's going deep for Bateman. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Running free at the 45. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the 3rd quarter will start from the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Here's 2nd and 7. This complete left side to Aguilar. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Jackson. Complete. It's Henry. Finding room at midfield. He's still on his feet. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Now Jackson. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Inside handoff, Henry. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Jackson to throw. He completes it to Henry. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short because That's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
From the gun, Jackson. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Again, Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. Jackson. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Henry will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown.
And this is the time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Tucker now to add the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Penix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Right back to Pitts again. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
To the air, Penix. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Now Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. But probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Running free at the 45. Off to the races. Moving inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Ravens used the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. This is 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. London hauls this one in. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
79 Bronco.
And looking to throw, Penix. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
And he has the Ravens first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. A slant route caught by Bateman. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.